We are back on that 8-bit shit show Unplugged, the show where we play games so that you
It
don't have
looks
to.
like I haven't changed my t-shirt for fucking 6 weeks now. Represent.
It does.
But it's not that. We just recorded a whole bunch of them.
We've been doing a bit of a backlog because we wanted to get these videos out to you. So this week, Tom, this week's episode is a real shit show. We're looking at, I think, probably what's best referred to as a game that shouldn't have been made. Bill and Ted's excellent video game adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Let's have a look at this one. There
Designed
he is, Rufus.
and programmed by Rocket Science Productions.
Published by those absolute shithouses, LJN, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Were Bill and Ted, was it ever even cool or not? Because
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I remember liking Excellent Adventure as a kid, but then I haven't gone back and watched it since, so I don't know if it was ever good or not.
Bogus Journey was my jam.
Yeah?
Once upon a time, somewhere along the temporal continuum. Oh, God. So,
Okay.
I've played this, and I'm just getting terrible memories of...
Here we go. So, this is the setup. So, Rufus here is telling you what the hell's going on.
He's my excellent friend.
Basically, a load of historical figures have been displaced by time-space rebels, and Rufus tells Bill, or Ted, whichever one that is.
And if history's not sorted, we'll miss our gig.
He basically says the Wild Stallions concert that needs to happen to save the world won't happen. So, yeah, it's basically setting you up to go and get
no
these figures.
problemo, oh mighty Rufus dude.
Well,
I'd love it if I met someone who actually spoke like that. I'm going down to Cornwall in a couple of weeks. Maybe I will.
I don't think so. All right, there, Monner. Welcome to Cornwall.
Fat Willy Surf Shack and all that lot down
there.
Look at his face.
They're making a third Bill and Ted film, Tom.
Don't even. I don't want to know. Have you seen the trailer?
It looks utter gash.
The trailer is one of like that and Jay and Silent Bob reboot. They just look like aging drug addicts.
I watched Jay and Silent Bob this weekend.
Strike Back or?
No, reboot.
Ooh. Oh, okay. It looked awful.
It's not good. There's some funny moments, but it's just like, yeah, they're far too... Well, especially Jay's far too old.
Strikes Back's fairly good.
Strikes Back's great, yeah.
Fuck,
I mean, it's...
motherfucker. And when they meet the girls and they get on the bus with them, I was just realising how all of those guys got into like other really famous movies after, like Shannon and Elizabeth and the chick from The Faculty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, so should we just skip this? Tell us what's happening, because fuck knows.
Basically,
I hate this game.
Yeah, so you're being told by Rufus basically the same thing as Ted was told, that you need to go and find these historical figures that have been displaced throughout time. So you play as Bill and or Ted.
To make sure we get maximum.
But you never play on screen as each of them. Now this is probably one of the stupidest things in the game because you have to figure out which fucking number to dial.
So this is the historical phone book. And we're going to dial one of these historical dudes or babes.
I think you'll see a flashing image, Tom, as to which one to pick.
Yeah, so it doesn't tell you. You can only call one of them, which took me a long time to figure out because I was calling them all going, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
So the first part of the game, you just spend dialing phone numbers and getting dial tones. It's just... What the hell? This could have been...
So how do we know which one to phone?
I'm sure it flashes, right? Yeah, there it is. That's
okay, so that's all it tells you. They've all got numbers, but then one of them flashes, so...
Yep. So we're after George Washington himself.
So then how do I get to the phone dialing bit? Okay, so I need to remember the number. 555. Which number do I dial?
I assume the top one?
Well, the bottom one's flashing.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Let's
try
them
both.
Let's try the bottom one. 555-6842.
No. Try the other one.
Prepare to enter the circuit of time. No, what the fuck do you do here? I can't ever remember.
So you've got to guide the phone booth to all the numbers. So the red thing
was in the right order.
Yeah, so 555. And you can launch it out of there at an angle. If you use it'll go through automatically if you use the pipes.
Yeah, but you get more
life off you, or lives off you, whatever. It's so fucking convoluted. Oh man.
555. What was the rest of the number?
6842, I think. They're in order anyway.
I fucked it anyway.
Oh no.
I don't know what happens if you get it wrong.
6.
But the thing is, you look at this, which is utterly terrible, and it's actually the most fun part of the game.
Oh god, it says a lot. Oh no, I've lost a life again. See, you're losing lives before you even get to play the game.
Should I just wait this out?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to matter. Let's just go. So there's 2 things at the end of each pipe section.
So I'm losing 2 lives for every one that I let it do automatically.
It's ridiculous. And then if you press a direction at here, it depends which pipe you go, but it depends where you start on the game.
What did I just lob then?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. This fucker's coming after me already. So, I've got good stuff. Man. What are these? I'm going to press A to make a call. I've got loads of keys. I've got a pot of honey, I think, a dynamite, a historical textbook, and a tape player and 9 coins. So
all of these things are basically your weapons, your in-game weapons that you can use to stop the enemies from.
And what am I doing? I'm just looking for the dude.
So you're looking for the historical figure, but you've also got to find historical bait.
That's it. You can't. And when we say find it, it literally means so you can't walk on that grass.
Man.
But you can walk on some grass. But there's no distinguishing feature which tells you.
Look how far he jumps. It's ridiculous.
It's not natural.
It's so bad. Why did they? Oh man.
This is going to be a short episode because it actually makes me angry.
Yeah, it's bringing back some bad memories of playing this.
Like, this guy's not moving, so we can talk to him.
Speak to him. Mm-hmm.
I've heard of something strange that can be found up north. That's all the clue you get. North.
Which way is north?
Where's isometric? North, I think, is actually that way.
Right. Okay. What do you? I mean, in terms of looks, Tom, what do you think? It looks okay, doesn't it? No, I don't think it's shit. I think graphically it looks okay.
Pay me 1 coin, or I'll have you locked up. So now he takes my coin, prick, after you just helped me out.
So yeah, the enemies get like different levels of annoying. So the static ones help you.
From fairly annoying to fuck off now and die in fire.
So the ones walking
around.
But
now I can walk on the grass. Where's the logic in that?
This is an absolute design disaster.
And you can't go in all the open doors, just some of them. So why not do a closed door image to indicate to me that this is not one I can go into?
Do you know how to find the bait that you need, Tom?
No.
You have to jump into every single item on the level to find it.
Oh yeah, that's right, isn't it? You jump, so...
And hopefully you find it in there.
Oh fuck, I threw some music at the floor.
Yeah, so you don't get a ghetto blaster out or anything. You throw a tape on the floor and it plays music.
How do you jump into the bushes?
I think you just got to
walk up,
angle it right so that you land in them. Oh, this is frustrating me to watch. It's so bad, isn't it?
Like, our moniker of playing games so you don't have to, never has it been more true.
Yeah, this is the one where I would say, just don't bother.
Have you got any more interesting anecdotes before I turn this off?
I think, one of the biggest focus points I can touch upon is this game is probably bad in almost every way. Gameplay itself is fucking awful. So, as I said at the start, this was developed by LJN, who were well known.
So how am I supposed to know? Now I can't move.
I say developed. This was produced by LJN, who, as a producer, were known to be absolute horse shit. There you go. You've jumped in a bush and nothing happens. And now you can't get out of it. So they've been criticised all over the place for other games that they made. They're just absolute dog shit.
They made lots of licensed properties.
There's not much else to say on this, really. I mean, it's a game that should have been made. The IP itself could have been pretty solid if they'd made,
This killed it. It was never really another attempt to do anything with it.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know how the IP could be that solid.
No, it could have been okay if they'd made why did they try and make an RPG game out of it? They could have made something a little, I don't know, a little more suited to the material, action platform or something. But yeah, this is absolutely.
It doesn't even try and do anything educational because the historical bait that you find for them is just stupid stuff.
So like you'll get a credit
Caesar,
card.
you have to get him a salad dressing.
Fucking hell. Was it Edison? What is it you get Edison? I can't remember. Something equally as banal and stupid. Yeah, so they had an opportunity to make some educational stuff with all the historical figures that you have to find, but chose not to. And then
So this is literally it. You walk around the whole level, just bumping into stuff until you find something.
Tom, you have to do this 6 more times at least. Probably no more than that, 11 more times, because there's 12 characters to find. And the levels only vary slightly in terms of their aesthetic, but fundamentally it's all exactly the same. There's no variation to what you do. It's far too long. It takes ages to find anything. When you come back and play it again, everything's RNG'd, so you could play a level through once, and then next time you play the game, nothing's in the same place, which is horrendous in a game that's got a map this big. There is no map for you to look at, so you don't know where you are half the time. Yeah, there's nothing good to say about this.
So they give you these, and then he gave me something, and then he's taking my money.
Fucks you. Yeah.
Like an absolute fucking bastard.
So the enemies that are still, you can get stuff off. The enemies that are walking will take coins off you. If they're running, they'll send you to jail. You've got a certain amount of keys that you can use to get out of jail. If you don't have any keys, it will be game over. Yeah. Have we seen enough?
Yes.
I think we've seen enough. Guys, don't play this. Honestly, don't waste your life playing this absolute shit show. But thank you for watching us play it. Join us over at happyhourgaming.net for our full review of this. And despite this being a bit of a shit game, our review of it's quite funny because it's so bad that it is funny in places.
Well, we also go a lot more into the development, backstory, and history. We try not to dwell on that too much here because this is the time to talk about the gameplay.
Exactly. So all links are in the video description. Check us out over at happyhourgaming.net, and we will catch you again next time for that 8-bit shit show Unplugged. Thank you, Tom.
Cheers.
Yeah.